Hey y'all, Blaumagier here, and we are back with another episode of Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D. And in today's episode, we're gonna go sink to the bottom of this lake here. You can't breathe underwater. If you start to run out of air, take off those boots. So, just like in the crater, we have a time limit that I'm pretty sure is based on your current health when you enter the water. And there's a piece of heart down there. We will very shortly be getting something to deal with this underwater breathing situation. And as you can see that the timer doesn't go away when you take off the boots, so make sure you give yourself plenty of time to reach the surface. I can't remember if it's an instant game over, if the timer runs out, or if you just start rapidly losing health, but I think it's the same as the crater. So on this island there's a little more to it than meets the eye. Yeah, that silver rock is going to be one of the last sculptures we get in this area. Actually, I think it's the only one left in this area. But behind it was a great fairy fountain. Welcome, Joshua. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. You got Furore's Wind. This is warp magic you can use inside dungeons. Use it once to create a warp point, use it again to return there. Remember, you can use Furore's Wind only inside dungeons, okay? When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. So, I think Furore's Wind is a really good spell, and with the right knowledge can be downright broken. But, honestly, the way dungeons are laid out in this game, it's not super useful. Because generally, the dungeons kind of get you on a linear path, and when it does loop back around to backtrack, generally you're at the start, and you can already warp to the start just by saving and quitting. But, I don't know, maybe we'll get some use out of it. Navi, please. You know, I didn't recall Navi actually being this naggy about stuff. But man, it really is worse than I remember. I mean, I guess they think whoever's playing has the attention span of a gnat. Anyway, let's use our last blue flame on this red ice surrounding King Zora to create one more puddle of purple water. And talk to him. Oh, I've come back to life! Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. It looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. As an expression of my gratitude, I grant you this tunic. With this, you won't choke underwater. You got a Zora tunic! This diving suit is adult size, so it won't fit a kid. If you wear it, you won't drown underwater. And this is my favorite look for Link. And it's probably going to be the outfit that we stick with for pretty much the remainder of the game. But now we need to head to Lake Hylia, so we'll play the Serenade of Water that we just learned. And this could have the potential to be a short episode, but I don't think it will be. I only have 2 things I need to do, and they're both right here in Lake Hylia. There are other Skulltulas I could get. In fact, every Skulltula that's not in a dungeon, except for one, I can currently get if I can access the area it's in. But, yeah, we're only going to focus on these because, those other ones will be heading out that way eventually. So we want to go inside the laboratory and hit that crate because there is a Skulltula in it. Can't use our sword underwater, so we get to use our hook shot. That is a cool shark. I wonder if the implication is that Lake Hylia is shark infested. Shop actually looks really cool. Crab. Praise helix. Anyway, our next stop is going to be the fishing pond, which you can only access at the moment by this bean sprout. Thanks to the water being dried up. Hey, mister, I remember you. It's been a long time. How many years has it been? 7 years? What have you been doing all this time? Well, I've been sleeping. You're my only customer. I'm almost out of business. Seriously. On top of that, my hair. Never mind. Well, do you want to go fishing? It costs only 20 rupees. Thank you kindly. Here's your rod and lure, young man. Mind the rules and have yourself a good time. Okay, listen up. Walk up to the water's edge and press L to look at a fish. While looking at a fish, you can cast your line with B. Press A to break the line. When the lure drops into the water, you can wiggle it with the circle pad. If you're a novice, you can also use B. Reel in your lure with A. Hold down A and R to reel it in faster. If you feel a hit, press A and down on the circle pad to set the hook. After that, reel it in with A. You understand? Yes. I'm so generous I'll let you fish for as long as you want. However, you can keep only 1 fish. The biggest fish ever caught here was 10 pounds. After you cast, you can change your view with L. Let's fish! Alright. Let's fish, as he says. So, I like to try and fish near the log here, because that's usually where the biggest fish are. This fish right here. I want him. Come on. You know you want it. It may take a while. Come on to daddy. Come on. I've been redoing this video so many times because it's just taking so long after the line keeps breaking. And I really just want to be done with this. I don't want to have to sift through like 4 hours of footage just of me fishing, you know? I don't really understand how the fishing works too well. I don't know what's causing the line to actually break or whatever. Man, he's putting up a fight. Come on. He's a fighter, alright. But this is the one that's gonna break the record and get me the prize. It feels like I'm losing the battle here. Come on. Bring it in. Almost. Come on, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Ah, got him! Wow, this is a real lunker. Let's see. It's 19 pounds. You want to keep it? Heck yeah, I want to keep it. What do you want? Weigh my fish. Whoa! This fish is huge. Looks like a new record. It's at least 19 pounds. Seriously. Okay, here's your prize. You got the golden scale. Jump into the water and press A. Now you can dive much deeper than you could before. Indeed. And now that we've gotten the prize in both the adult pond and the kid pond, time to talk about a few Easter eggs here. First off, in the adult pond, you can get his hat and expose his bald head. Hey, what are you doing? I told you not to do that. You're terrible. Seriously. Give me back my hat. Okay. You're a kind-hearted kid, but don't tell anyone about this. Seriously. And the other Easter egg is, after you get the prize in both ponds, I think it can appear in either pond just as long as you've gotten the prize in that pond before you've gotten it in both ponds. But there are 4 places that you can pick up the sinker lure at. One of them is right here on this log right here. And I guess it changes every time you enter the pond. I think one of them is on these rocks. I think it's the middle one. I guess it's not there. I think it can appear over here. Yep. Wow! Is this what I think it is? Astonishing! You snagged a sinking lure. Yeah, we'll use it now. Now, the sinking lure, as the name suggests, does sink to the bottom, but it's actually illegal to use. I think the other place it can appear is like over here in the cattails. But yeah, the sinking lure is illegal to use in the pond. If we go inspect this sign over here. Fishing basics. To cast your lure, walk to the water's edge, blah blah blah. Want your lure, blah blah blah. Want to fish, blah blah blah. Okay, rules and regulations. Don't use sinking lures. Don't litter, walk quietly, don't cast at anyone. Well, I already broke number 4. Let's not break number 1 this time. Let's talk to him about it. Let's talk about something. What? Do you want to fish with a different lure? Hey, what's that? What? You just picked it up? Usually the rules say you can't use one of those. I mean, usually. But what the heck? You only have to do this once, as far as I can tell. You won't get a prize when using a fishing lure. I think you can still get rupees for catching fish. But I do believe if you catch a fish that breaks the record, it will show up in the pond, or in the tank here, if you caught it with a sinking lure, as long as you make it legal. And And, yeah, that's it. There's only one other... well, I guess I should show this off in action before I go on to a different topic. Sinking lure will sink to the bottom. The advantage of this is if you scare fish away, normally they go to the middle of the pond and you can't catch them until they come back to the edge of the pond. With the sinking lure, you can catch fish in the middle of the pond. Because it actually goes low enough for them to notice it. See? That fish noticed it. But I don't want to catch this fish. I'm just going to let him get away. Yeah, that's what the sinking lure does. There's no fish that you need to have the sinking lure for, and I don't believe it gives any other advantage besides that. So it's not really super worth it. And there's one other thing to talk about in this pond. And to get that to appear, we have to pay to enter 4 times. I think it counts the first time when I fished as a kid, so this should be number 3. And this time will be number 4. I'm not going to guarantee I'll catch this fish, at least not on this episode. But when you paid to enter 4 times, and it seems every 4th time this fish will appear. I think you can save and quit and it'll stay in the pond, but if you leave it seems to despawn until you pay 4 more times to come in. But there's a new fish called the Hylian Loach, and it's like, as an adult, it's like 20 to 35 pounds. And as a child, I think it's like 15 pounds or so, and there's like 2 of them. But it starts out over there in the east lily pads. And you gotta be really careful, because if you spook this fish, it goes to the center, and it will ignore the sinking lure. So don't even bother trying that. And like, every minute or so, it comes up for a breath of air. And after like 5 to 10 times of doing this, it's supposed to go back to a place it can be caught, but man, it takes forever. I'm gonna see if I can catch it. I'm not counting on catching it, but it always starts out over here, and there it is, right there. Yeah, you want to be careful about other fish trying to bite your line, because they will spook it. Those other fish are what I'm really worried about here. Well, it tried to bite it. That was too far on the rocks. Okay, good. If you could spook those fish away from the loach, that's your chance to catch it. But yeah, this is the only fish that looks like this. So I think it's fairly easy to spot. I guess it can be hard to see under the lily pads. There we go. Alright, let's just not mess it up. Come on to daddy. Don't lose the line. Looks like it's getting close. That seems to happen to me a lot, trying to catch this thing. Maybe one day I'll catch it, but hey, for now, I'm gonna call it a victory that I got to show it off fairly quickly. And that's where we're gonna call our fishing adventure for today quits. However, now that I can dive further down, I believe there's a mini-game that I can now access at the laboratory. What's up, Scarecrow? Just in case you were wondering about the shortcut to Zora's Domain, block of ice. I think I want to put my milk on the hot bar, just in case I need it. Alright, let's talk to the old guy here. Hello there, son. I'm researching the process of making medicine by mixing Lake Hylia's water with various unusual compounds. Perhaps you've met that old lady from the potion shop. She's like a student of mine. Ho ho ho. Am I mixing this up with Majora's Mask? I thought there was a minigame where you go diving in here for rupees. Yeah, well, looks like I was mistaken. Okay, well, never mind. Well, a little disappointed at that, but without further ado, let us enter the next dungeon. So we had to come down here and hit that with our hook shot. And the gate opens very slowly. And we enter the Water Temple. However, I'm going to end things off here. This has been The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time 3D. I'm Blaumagier. If you liked this episode, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and ring the bell if you'd like to be notified when I upload again. And I'll see you guys next time as we take on, perhaps, the most infamous dungeon of this game.